Morning, M0FXB. Just set up the 705 with my AT100 Pro 2 tuner, and we've got the power supply into the 705, so we're on the full 10 watts. Right now, we're just on Pi-Star on reflector 1 Charlie. So we're going to give a couple of call outs, just checking everything's working. We're going to try out a bit of on HF. We've got the tuner connected. And then we might have a go at some FT8, not sure. But we're definitely going to do VHF, UHF, and HF. Just using my phone so I can check that everyone's getting audio. So 1, 2 test. Just using my phone so I can check that everyone's getting audio. Yeah, it looks like it is working. Hi, Pieman from Manchester, G7DSG. So what we're going to do is just give a call out on 1 Charlie. So if you're listening, we are linked to reflector 1 Charlie, Pi-Star system. The antenna is a collinear in my loft, and the 705 is on the lowest power setting. On the actual radio it says 0, as you can see there. So we'll give a call out. What I'll do, I'll use the speaker mic so I can hold it near this microphone. Let me just plug that in. Okay. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo M0 FXB calling for a contact on 1 Charlie.
KF7. KF7 Papa Kilo.
KF7. KF7 Papa Kilo. KF7 Papa Kilo. KF7 Papa Kilo M0 FXB. Okay, we'll click on the QRZ link, see if we get that.
M0FXB KF7 Papa Kilo. Good evening. Chuck in Salt Lake City. You sounding good, huh?
Yeah, hi Chuck, good to catch you. Got you up on QRZ. Nice picture there and some good information. I can see you've got the 7300 and the different designs of antenna. So I wonder what the time is there. Over here it's 8:31 AM. So I'm guessing it's about 2:30 where you are. I can see your Blue DV for Windows. I use that as well. So yeah, actually got the 705 on 0 power into a jumbo hotspot. Back to you, Chuck.
Yeah, fine. Andres. Okay, I'm looking for your handle. Yeah, I just was renewing my QoZ page and then decided to put in the DMR that I use, and I've got it just running on Windows 10. Seems to work. It's worked pretty well. I haven't got the newer version of it. I'm sure there's some improvements, but anyway, yeah, it's 1:30 about in the morning, and the XYL is probably wondering why I'm not in bed yet. So it's pretty on. I thought I'd give you a shout. So.
Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Yeah, the call sign is Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Name's Andreas. Located southwest UK in a small seaside town called Weston-super-Mare. So yeah, it's quite cold here. I mean, it looks quite bright outside. There's no rain or wind, so it's not too bad. But thanks for the comeback there. Yeah, we do stay up late on our radios, don't we? So I heard you say you're using Windows 10. So which application are you using there, Chuck? Back to you.
Yeah, I'm using the Blue DV for Windows. Running it on the Windows 10. I had to get the dongle and the AMDE $3,000 dongle to plug in, and I was using a hotspot, and I had a handy-talkie, and I thought this is a whole lot simpler to use, and I don't get on D-Star that much, and it's always from home, so it's been working out really well. And it was 50 degrees here Fahrenheit today. We got most of the United States is having a big solar vortex, whatever, not solar, Arctic vortex, a bunch of cold air coming down from the Arctic, and a lot of places that are really cool, but we're on the edge of it, and we're doing okay here, however.
Yeah, Roger. Well, yeah. Hope you you stay out of it. Did you say it's like a vortex? So I'm guessing you're saying there's some severe winds in your area. We don't really get too much of that in the UK. We do have some strongish winds at times, but it not often does it feel hurricane sort of strength. But yeah, I think you're using the Ambi stick, aren't you? And the Blue DV system. The Blue DV setup I've got here is the Blue Stack, so it's a little small box, and I can pair it to my phone for control or my PC, and I talk to it using any handheld, and that one will do D-Star, Fusion, and DMR. So lots of different radios here. Do you still have the ICOM 7300, Chuck? Back to you.
I've got 7300, and I've been working quite a bit of 20 meters. Enjoying the sunspots are coming back, and it's a little bit down right now, but I work some. I normally work 40 and 20 and some 17, and it's been really encouraging with the solar the solar cycle coming up, and no, the Arctic, they call it a polar vortex. It's just cold air that's sinking down out from the Arctic area, and not much wind is involved with it, just a bunch of cold air. So, poor friends back in the Midwest or upper Midwest are going way below zero, and especially with wind chill. And basically, I just got through updating my QRZ page, and most everything I've got on there is I've got running now. Over.
M0FXB. Yeah, well, I really do like the ICOM 7300. Just trying to plug in my power supply before my computer turns off. So I think it's excellent, and pretty much that's the reason I ended up getting the 705. And you know, I've been using Hotspots and Pi-Star and Jumbo Spot, Zoom-Spot type devices for about 3 years, and ever since then my activity has gone through the roof, and I've been having so many contacts every day, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, get you with the vortex thing. It's very cold air that you're getting at the moment. So yeah, we've actually had some very cold air here for the last few days. Water pipes have been freezing and things like that. So right now I'm sort of doing a live stream on YouTube, dedicated at the moment to the ICOM 705. So I'll do a while on the UHF hotspots, and then I'll move on to HF. So I've got a G5 RV set up and a small AT100 Pro 2 antenna tuner here. So in a while we'll go on there, see if we can get some 10 watt contacts on the 705. We're just especially enjoying playing radio. So I'll put it back to you for a final, Chuck. Thanks very much for coming back to me. And I know it's getting late where you are, and we'll see if we can get a few more contacts on the live stream. And it will, if you want to watch it back, just put my call sign into YouTube, and you'll see your conversation. M0FXB, back to KF7 Papa Kilo.
Page, and yeah, I really like the 7300. It's great, and I've got little amplifiers, and I've got my main amplifier quit, and I'm using a backup. I'm running about 500 watts, but kind of on the other end of QRP. I usually have so much noise and stuff to break through that I almost always use the amplifier. Anyway, nice to meet you, and I think we have talked before, but anyway, nice to talk to you, and stay warm over there, and I think I'll shut things down here and get to bed. M0FXB, KF7 PK, Salt Lake City, Utah is clear.
Yeah, okay, Chuck. Well, thanks very much for the comeback, and I've had a good read of your QRZ. I'm going to have a look at those antenna designs. And yeah, we don't have an amplifier here. Very rarely I actually transmit on any higher than about 10 watts. Probably, yeah, I'm more of a listener really, but I do like to come on and have a rag chew on the hotspots. So you take care of yourself and talk soon. M0FXB, back to standby. Well, that was a very nice chat with Chuck. So I'm just going to, I think, make myself a new cup of tea. And I might go on to my open spot and see if we can do some cross-moding to one of the talk groups.
Kilo Foxtrot 7 Papa Kilo. Kilo Foxtrot 7 Papa Kilo. This is November. My name is Bill in Denver. You still there, Chuck?
Yeah, Bill. Just about ready to get off to bed. W0SUN KF7PK. You guys in Denver staying warm, over?
Sorry about the clunking.
We're actually
One of the stations is a bit quiet.
right now. It's pretty cold outside. And we're not getting any snow though. Unfortunately, we need the snow. Kind of like Salt Lake City. By just looking at your QRZ page, that's pretty cool. I got my novice when I was 16 years old in 1978. I'm a bit younger than you, not much, but. And I'm just looking man, I love that equipment. And I was also looking at your rectangle loop there, that antenna. That looks pretty fascinating. My family lives over there. There's a lot of family in Salt Lake. I get over there quite a bit. I used to be a member of UARC, and I'm still a member of the 76ers. I still check into the net over there in Orem area. I have a lot of friends over there. I used to live in Orem. But I just wanted to say a quick hello before you went to bed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fine, Bill. Yeah, well, I used to live in Denver. I was in Montbello. I had a house in Montbello, and my wife works for Delta Airlines, and we got moved down here to Salt Lake. But I have a son that lived in Denver. We used to go back and visit all the time. I really like Denver. I really enjoy living there. Salt Lake is kind of similar, but we're not quite as high elevations, so that nice sun that comes out and warms everything up in Denver after it snows a foot. We don't quite have that here. We get a lot of the inversion where we get the cap, and of course you family here know all about that. And UARC is my wife is taking a novice course. UARC, one of the hymns with UARC set up a Zoom class, and she's gone through and taken it and been studying, and she's saying, well, how did you ever learn this when you were 13? And anyway, I'm hoping she's going to be able to get her ticket a bit over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, if my wife can do it, anybody can do it. My wife got her technician license about 10 years ago, and that was pretty cool that she got that. Also, you got that right about the weather. It's sunny here and warms everything up. Not like Salt Lake City. It gets a little bit colder over there, and it kind of sticks around a little bit more. I lived over there for 11 years. But you say you used to be at Mount Bell. My grandpa was an executive at Mount Bell. John Buckwalter was his name. I don't know if you recognize that name, but that was my grandpa. He was an executive back in the 70s. So I don't know if you remember that name, but anyway. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I love looking at all your old equipment, and I remember my dad was a ham radio operator also, but I remember looking at those radios in the magazines, just drooling over those radios, and it's pretty cool you have those. I still have one of my dad's Heath Kid videos, it still works, but Good. Good to meet you. I just had to say hello and maybe get on one of the repeaters when I travel over there again. My kids live over there. My grandkids. And I'll have to say hello on one of the repeaters. What is it? The 146.62 repeater. I think that's the main one over there. But back over to you. KF7PK from W0SUN.
ZL1IC.
Yeah, fine, Will. Or Bill. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm looking at your station there, and no, that name doesn't ring a bell. It's been quite a while since I've been retired. And what else was I gonna say? But here in Littleton, I really liked Denver. And my son lived there a few years back, and I used to fly out there. My wife works for Delta, and I used to fly out, and I'd go down to where I used to work and mess around, and then come back. It was really convenient not having to drive, being able to fly. Anyway, yeah, the 16 repeater is the one that I'm mainly on.
Okay, nice chat there from, who are we looking at there? From KF7PK and ZL1TCU, which is Lawrence, who was in Auckland, New Zealand. So we're on the open spot here. At the moment, I'm pretty sure we're on 130 Charlie with the open spot, so I'll just change my hotspot. If you look here on the from section, I'll just change it to my open spot. There it is, open spot 3 on 433-900. Now, you'll see on the screen, if I just give it a brief key, there I am there. It says connected. I don't know if you ever use an open spot 3, but they're normally very good. Let's see if we can get a contact on the open spot 3. So there's no cross-moding yet. I mean, open spot's a funny one because it's not a D-Star hotspot. It's not a Fusion or a DMR or NXT. It's an everything hotspot, isn't it? So most of the work is actually done back at their server. And your actual hotspot at home, there's not a lot to it. It's a very small, lightweight item. Let me grab it. So, here's the hotspot. And it's just so small. I can hold it in my hand, no problem. And there's no weight to it. It's light as a feather. So that is going to do all the work. So we'll put it here. We can put it here for now, so you can see it, and you'll see it flashing away. You'll see it flashing away, different colours. So let's use it. Okay. Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo M0 FXB calling for a contact on 30 Charlie. No one there at the moment. What I could do is, well, it does say we're connected. You try one more time. Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo calling for a contact on 30 Charlie. No joy there. Interestingly, see this little speaker here? If you click it, then you receive everything on either, say it could be on my phone, you receive everything on your phone or everything on your computer. You can't transmit, it's receive only, but you can, if you take your hotspot in your pocket and forget your radio, you can receive everything. And you can change, cross mode, and you can do the lot, and it's in your pocket. So I think the open spot is, I think if you enjoy hotspots and digital connectivity for ham radio, I think it's a must-have item. The other stuff is good. The Pi-Star is good, and there's a lot of cross-linking going on, and it's fun to use and set up. But the open spot is, I think, is just very, very good. So let's do some cross mode. So what we'll do, we'll click QS, which means quick setup. We're on a D-Star radio, so we'll click D-Star for the ICOM 705 or any D-Star radio. And this time we'll go to Brandmeister, and we'll go to let's go to Talk Group 91, which is always busy. You can either put in the number, or you can put in worldwide. The name worldwide, like so. Connect.
Open spot connected to Brandmeister 2341.
I just.
CT.
Charlie Tango 1, Charlie Tango 1, try again, please. This is Italy 0 November Kilo.
Italy 0, Romeo November Kilo from M0, VHF.
M0 MHM A75 GM M0 MHM.
Let's give a call, shall we? Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo calling on Talk Group 91 for a contact.
Mike 0, FXP from M0, MHM.
And you can click on their call sign and get their details. M0 MHM. Yeah, very good to meet you. I can see you're up there in Leicester. So I'm just sat here on the 705, live streaming some contacts on YouTube. So good to meet you. Name's Andreas, in a small town called Weston-super-Mare.
M0, FXP from M0, MHM. Yes, nice meeting you for the first time. The name this side is Mayfield, Mike Alpha Yankee, Foxtrot, Uniform, Sugar Echo. And you've got the city correct, the city of Leicester. Back to you, M0, FXB.
Yeah, okay, Mayfuse, very nice to meet you. I can see it says here you used to go on CB, and so did I when I was a teenager, about 13 years old, and did that for a few years, and then actually went quiet for maybe 10 years, and then eventually got myself a second-hand Yaesu 101ZD, which led me to getting my foundation license. So yeah, I do listen to Talk Group 91 a lot. It's very busy and lots of good contacts. Right now using the OpenSpot 3 to cross-mode me on from my D-Star radio. I wonder what other equipment you have, Mayfuse. M0FXB back to M0MHM.
M0 FXB from M0 MHM. You are fine with us. The application I'm using is a DV switch on the Android phone, going to a Raspberry Pi 3. I wonder if you would tell me, what my audio is like, if I can adjust the mic gain, or, if there's anything to be adjusted. Back to you, M0 FXB.
Yeah, Roger. I'm actually using the speaker microphone on my on the 705. It's not the best report to give you, but I would just say it's slightly distorting. I do know the DV switch system and have used that. It's not too bad. I would first of all try just talking a bit further away from is it the mobile phone system you're using? And then other than that, lower it. I would lower it a couple of notches, and then I can give you another report.
M0 FXB, M0 FXB from M0. Yeah, no problem. I'll try and adjust it and see what we come up with. Back to you, M0 FXB.
I mean, I think it's not too bad. M0 FXB returning. Yeah, so it's not too bad. I'd say it's about 90% there, and it's completely readable audio. It's only because you asked that I, tried to describe it. I have also downloaded the computer version of it, which is called Dude Star, and I found it to be very good, and it worked on all modes, Fusion, DMR, D-Star. And do you use any other equipment, or do you prefer to use the applications via your phone and computer? Back to you.
M0 FXB from M0 MHM. No, I've got a HT180 transceiver and an MD380. I use that as well, but I just decided to try this software. I do have Great Sky as well. That works perfect. Back to you, M0 FXB.
M0 FXB returning. Yeah, I've got quite a collection of radios here. I built up a sort of shack for myself, which comprises of an ICOM 7300, an FT 300, and an ICOM 5100. So that was me covering all bands and modes. Oh, for a DMR, I use an Anytone 878. But then I've just been collecting these handhelds, and the latest thing was the 705. But I'm really enjoying it and having lots of very good contacts. The OpenSpot 3 works so well. It's running now, and I've just it's such a small, light device, but it just does the job really well. So okay, Mayfuse. Well, I hope you're not too cold up there in Leicester. It's freezing down here, but clear, sunny. My wife, when I met her, was at Leicester University, or I know there's more than one. I think she said it was De Montfort. I can't really say it clearly. And she was visiting a friend in Weston when I met her, and that was a long time ago. That was 25 years ago. So yeah, I know a little bit about Leicester, and I think she said about one of the longest roads in the UK or something like that. So back to you for a final, and then I'll keep having a little play here. I'm planning to go on to HF soon on 80 and 40 meters on just the 10 watts and a G5 RV. See if I can get some contacts on this ICOM 705, which is live at the moment on YouTube under my call sign. Back to you for a final, May Fewson. Very nice to meet you.
M0 FXD from M0 MHM. Yeah, no problem, then just it is called D1 for university. But I'll send you an email later on. And thanks for the chat. M0 FXD from M0 MHM 70 fees.
Cheers then, 7-3, all the best. There you are, nice chat with Mayfuse. And who else we got up and on QRZ? Oh, it was Chuck, and we were listening to Lawrence. Looks.
To XRB, Brooklyn, New York City, monitoring worldwide, 91, from the city that never sleeps. Good morning.
That's Ivan. Spoke to Ivan many times.
M0, M8, M.
Right. So let's cross mode across to Fusion, and then we'll go on to HF radio. So to do that, we're going to use the open spot. So we go quick setup. We're going to hit D star. But this time we're going to select YSF reflector. Now, we could go to HubNet, but really we're going to go to somewhere like America Link, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the one there. We'll try it.
Open spot connected to YSF reflector 64230.
So 64. Well, we're definitely on Fusion. No activity on that one. Let's try CQ UK, and we'll give a call out. There you go. Let's do CQ UK 2. It's what time is it? It's 9 a.m. here, Leo. 9 a.m. here. Right. Okay, we're on CQ UK. Let's call. Are we properly connected? Right. Sometimes there is a bit of a delay. Let's try again. No, it doesn't want to trigger on CQ UK, so maybe it's not on. Let's try. I know. I think we didn't hit D star, did we? Let's do it again. D star. YSF. Let's try now.
Open spot connected to YSF reflector 41729.
Right, let's see if I did it right this time. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact. Yeah, we're definitely on C4 FM now. Well, I think many of us in Western
Zero, Foxtrot X-Ray Bravo. This is Gold Zero Juliet Alpha Romeo.
would rather be in Florida. G0JAR, very good to make the contact. Name's Andreas, located Western Supermare. So if we click on his call sign, we'll get his details up. Ray. I recognise that picture. We looked at this. All right, he didn't receive me. Let's try again.
Mike 0 Foxtrot X-Ray Bravo. This is Gold Zero Juliet Alpha Romeo. Yeah, good morning, Andreas. Nice to hear you. And I'm actually watching you as well on UHF. This is Gold Zero Juliet Alpha Romeo. Yeah, good morning, Andreas. Nice to hear you. And I'm actually watching you as well on UHF. This is Gold Zero Juliet Alpha Romeo. Yeah, good morning, Andreas. Nice to hear you.
I think we're getting some feedback from what he's watching. Yeah, hi Ray. Good to meet you. I got a feeling that you're feeding back on the. I think you said you're watching the YouTube. Turn the volume down on that on the YouTube, and then that will stop the feedback. So I didn't get the over, but I'm looking at your QRZ here. I've got the FT70, very nice radio, and I've also got the SM17 microphone. I can see your little open spot there. Which works so well, doesn't it, Ray? So I'll guess that that's what you're using. Just quickly glancing through these photos. That PC control software you've got on the screen. Which radio are you controlling with that PC software? I know I should see it. I just can't see it at the moment. But yeah, using a 705 here with an open spot 3. Back to you, Ray.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Well, so your system is far more elaborate than mine. I'm using a computer at the moment. I'm not using the actual open spot at all. That is just sitting there, well, it's basically monitoring whatever the KQFT70 is monitoring, but the radio is switched off. You're far more technically savvy than I am, but I was just fascinated to be able to see you on YouTube and hear you on the Blue DB for Windows as well. So that's what I'm using at the moment, Andreas. And yeah, very fascinating setup you've got there. It all works very, very well. Been watching you for quite a while. I did try to give you a shout when you went on to D-Star. No, DMR, but I didn't get in quickly enough. M0 FXB G0JAR in sunny Scotland.
M0 FXB, yeah, heard you loud and clear that time, no problem at all. The 705 and the open spot 3 is doing a fine job. So you're using the, did you say it was a computer program that you're using? Like, did you say Blue DV? It wasn't clear which program you're using, but it's working fine. Let me know. And yeah, Western Supermare, southwest, about 20 miles west of Bristol. Nice sunny clear day here, just cold, but I still think it's going to be a nice day. And yeah, I just enjoy playing around with the equipment I've got, and if I can go live and have some good contacts, then I like it because I can watch back and other people can watch back as well, and it is interesting to see this equipment running. So, what is the PC software you're using? Back to you.
Yeah, okay. Well, the PC is running and I'm using the DV Mega Stick. I'm using the DV Mega Stick. So that's what I'm using at the moment. The open spot is a surplus at the moment. It's, obviously it works, but it's just sitting there, switched on. But I leave mine plugged in permanently. Then if I do want to go out anywhere, I can take the FT70 and I can still make contacts. The open spot is, is a marvellous piece of gear, but I'll probably totally underuse it. The software I'm using is PA7LIM Blue DV for Windows. I also have the Peanut program. I use both of the hand spheres, 3 and 4, and I do have CQ100 on the computer, but nobody seems to come on there these days. But I think this Blue DV for Windows is marvellous in that it does the 3 different modes, Andreas. And okay, at Western Supermare, I have been there, came there for a holiday several years ago now. We came down on a coach trip with their retired Active Retirement Association that I belong to. So I'm in a place called Snodland, which is in Kent, QSL.
QSL, yeah, Snod Landing, Kent, yeah, Roger. And right, yeah, got you now. You've got one of the sticks, and they're brilliant, aren't they? I can see why you revert to using that. It's plug and go, isn't it? Once it's set up, and the Blue DV system is so it's so easy to use, and it's so yeah, I can see that. When you're messing around with hotspots, and even the FT70 the battery on them can drain quite quickly, can't it? And you can sit there on your PC with a cup of tea and have contacts. In one of your photographs, are you running is that a HF program you're running there? On the, I think it's the third photograph down. Interested to know what that is. Back to you.
Yeah, that's Hanspear. Hotel Alpha Mike, it's Sierra Papa Hotel Echo Romeo Echo. Hanspear. There's Hanspear 3 and Hanspear 4. The difference between Hanspear and Blue DV is that you don't need a license to operate Hanspear. You can operate with a Hanspear call sign, but obviously I use my proper, amateur radio call sign on there. But you can have like make-believe antennas, in effect, I've got on the Hanspear program when I'm working on what is an UHF radio simulator. I've got some massive great antennas, which in reality will be a complete no-go where I live. I haven't got any actual external antennas at all, Andreas, QSL.
Just check you're getting me. Yep, you should be getting me now. I can see you come up on the screen. So right, yeah, well, it's understandable. I mean, the equipment and that you've got there is enabled you not to need any antennas, and I think that's excellent. And most of my contacts are done without antennas, really. It's all hotspots. Any antenna I do have is in the loft. I've got 3 or 4 collinears that I've put up there over the years. Some of them friends have thrown away, and I've gone, well, don't throw them away, I'll put it in my loft and make use of it. For HF, I use a G5RV, and that's stretched across the garden, which I'm going to go on that next. Try and get a 10 watt contact on the ICOM 705 before I close down. So hopefully you're receiving me there. I can see that the open spot's going on and off. So back to you for a final, Ray, and thanks for all the info, and good to make the contact. And I'll be going on to 80 meters next from M0 FXB.
Yeah, and XPG0G are returning with the final. Yeah, okay, Andreas, well, it's been fantastic speaking to you, and I should go back to watching you in a moment on YouTube. But yeah, I was just fascinated to be able to hear you on the radio, or the make-believe radio, and and see you as well at the same time. I saw you going up to make yourself a copy of that, and I could hear all the noises in the background. I think I heard the microwave ping a couple of times. So yeah, it's just fascinating. And congratulations to you for getting it all up and working so well. So yeah, I was just like the easy life. I paddled I've had them all. When in 1984, I got my B license, and I got my A license in 1988, and I bought myself a PS14CS, and I've got a very small plot of garden here. It's 30 foot by 30 foot. So you can imagine big antennas, beams, etc. are out of the question. And I had a cobweb antenna up. I also had VHF and UHF at the time, separate radios. But, it all worked very, very well. But I was always the third or fourth in the queue when it came to the X with such a small antenna. Didn't work well, but, you've got to rely on the sunspot cycles, etc. So, I then discovered the game that you can see on my website, the Shortman Bowls, and I took that up and basically forgot all about radio. So, I'm now under lockdown. I thought, well, I'll have another look at the radio, and all this digital stuff was out there, and don't need any antennas, so I was immediately attracted to it, Andreas. Anyway, very nice talking to you. I'll put it back to you, and I'm sure we'll work each other again. M0FXB, G0JL.
Yeah, all interesting, Ray. Well, thanks very much for the contact. Sounds like you're enjoying it, and you've got the hobby where you want it to be, so you can so it's not too like with antennas everywhere, and you're taking advantage of the internet, which is excellent. So you take care. 7-3. I'm going over to QSY to 80 meters. All the best.
Before you further down the look, this is G0JAR signing clear.
Right, we'll see if we can get on 80 meters before my wife comes down. Yeah, Ray made a good point, that, because of his situation, his setup, he's got no antennas, and he just uses the internet and hotspots and PC, and he still has, still enjoying thoroughly enjoying the hobby. So let's get this radio onto HF. Okay, so what we'll do, because we're on HF, I'll try and make the screen on the radio a bit bigger. So if we can minimize that, and then what we'll do, we'll try and get this a bit bigger here. So go like so. It's all very clever. Okay. Okay. We can shrink me down a bit. I always laugh when I see myself in the screen of the 705, but that's why I do it, really, because it's I think it's funny. Right, so we'll move the open spot out of the way. You can see the tuner, so you'll see it working. So what we'll do is just quickly swap the antenna. I mean, the G5RV, it does receive the all the hotspots fine, but not transmit. So here we've got the call button, so we'll hit call, make sure we're in focus, and then we'll select, we'll start off on 80. So straight away we've got someone there on 80, a local station. We'll just turn on the noise reduction. Oh, it is on.
It was about 1 degree when I went into work yesterday. It was quite pleasant actually, sunshine and everything, and but I was fairly cool when I got to work.
We just hit the tuner here,
Colder when I came home,
the filter.
So that was it. Anyway, I clocked -2 at home, so that was it. Here's the RSB SDR player. I got the RSB 1A, the entry level one. And I had this running, I bought it, I did a talk of the club, and it was easier to take that to, I could demonstrate.
I'll let that run, make another cup of tea, and then we'll see if we can get a contact on one of these stations.
And it worked fine, and they were quite impressed. It was the first introduction to SDR for most, and still got that of course, and you can use the spectrum part of it. You can make it into an actual spectrum analyzer with a tracking generator, but that takes a lot more work. I've never gone down that road, but there is information for it, so that's it. The software that goes with it is very good, and it performs very well. That's just a simple software update to all markets on SDR, but I think it was about £74 this one. It could have been plus that on top of that, but I seem to think it was 74. It went up after that to 90 something, but very good value for money, and as you say, it goes kilohertz up to 2 gigs, so DC to live nearly, so that's it. Right, that's the report from this end, but anyway, we had a reasonable 6 hours of work yesterday, so that was that. So I did everything. I did marshalling on the front door. I ran several tills, and I was on the till until 10 o'clock, so that was it. That was the final part of it. But it was getting quite cool at that point, even within the building, so that was it. But not as cool as Monday night, where they had the fire doors open, and it was like I was outside in the car park, and it was below zero at that time. Right, on to you, John. G0MTQ, the group G3VT.
Thanks, Rob. This is G0MTQ, returning to the group. Excellent.
gone in the background, at least I'm not doing it as much now. But really nice signal, good audio. Just notice you're drifting a little bit there, Robert. Obviously the radio's warming up. But perfectly nice audio, as is everybody else, of course. All fine. You were commenting about the ground being solid, Stu, and it certainly is. It's really out of the end, of course, over again.
Right, let's have a tune
I
now.
can walk on the ground now, but of course once that thaws out, we'll be back to the usual conditions. I suppose in some ways it's a good time for me to get up and do a bit of work. When it's too cold. Anything live on the watercress line, but I don't think there is. There's a kind of library of pictures, but nothing live. So that was a disappointment. I'd like to look.
Got a few stations there. Let's just give it a tune. We'll keep the power low, and let's see if the tuner fires up. So I'll just give it a whistle. Let me just double check that everything's connected good. Yeah, it looks like we're not via the tuner at the moment. Let's just check what the SWR is. It might be okay. Yeah, we'll put it on to 10 watts. Yeah, the SWR is okay at the moment.
Feeder, so I'll be reasonably brief. Yeah, so there is this big temperature difference, and one of the flip sides of that is sometimes you might have a lovely warm summer's day with blue skies on the mainland, and then we get a horrible sea mist will roll in from the channel, and that temperature will drop by about 10 degrees in about 10 seconds. That's something to be held, I can tell you. Okay, I'm going to have to do something about this feeder because it's not going to do the radio much good. Keep getting that infinite reflected power. So I'll say 73, so I'll catch up with you another morning, but I will listen in the background, but I won't transmit again. So I think it's probably Ray, isn't it? So this is Golf 4, Bravo India Mike, G4 BIM, signing with the group, but we'll be listening.
Cool for you, G08. Yeah, okay then, Peter. Yeah, get it sorted, mate, because you don't want to go and do anything damage to a rig. Apart from taking it apart, fixing it, getting the bits, and of course paying for them. But yeah, anyway, good luck to you. Stuart, I forgot what I was going to say now. Well, no, it's all gone, wherever it was. The blue bits, they left in holes in trees and things. I've got, there's a guy who bought a wood a couple of miles down the road, and I popped in to see him, and he had a load of logs cut up, about 3 foot long, and I had a couple of them, and I chopped them all up on the bandsaw, took the top off, brought them all out, put the top back on, holding them, and I've got there's something about half a dozen round here, and generally they get blue tips and grey tips and that sort of thing in the summers, but if they're in the head, they're probably over the sun to keep warm, mate. I'll put it around 2 days, I've forgotten what I was going to talk about, but anyway, I'm interested in to the group.
I think...
Okay, Ray, G0OHQ, G4WCP, G4BIM, now hopefully you'll get that feeder sorted out. I'm relatively straightforward.
Right, I can tell that my son has woken up. Suddenly we got all this interference on 80. So what we'll do is we'll go over to 40. Tend to get less interference on 40.
Allez, donc je vais pas être plus long, je vais retourner le micro à Robert. Robert, c'est à toi. Alors logiquement, on devrait le retourner à Patrick pour suivre le tour, mais on va voir si d'autres copains se présentent. Ici FC, c'est eux à l'écoute.
Right, that was a French station. Yeah, those POV handrails, they're so good. If you look here, I just pick it up and turn it. It just works so well. It just does the job. And when you want to move it, you know, you've got a handle at both ends as well. It's just good. I just think it's brilliant. And it sits like that as well. So, yeah, POV. Very nice. I use the radio a lot more because of it. Before I was too scared to move it before. Right, let's see if we can get someone on HF before my wife gets down here. We'll even try 20. The activity is actually quite good. Now you can bet that the SWR will be bad on that one. Let's try it. Not too bad at all. Quite lucky with the G5RV today. We're on the 410 watts. This is the microphone we're using. It's called a HN2. Zoom HN2. It works really well.
Le son, microphone et le son. 300 watts dans l'antenne sont plus, ça part intermédiaire dans un petit peu. De l'autre micro, que forcément celui-là, on le trouve un petit peu moins velouté, quoi, tu vois. C'est...
Okay, and what I might do before my all my kids get down here, I might have a go at firing up FT8 and see if it works. Just before I close down, so here's the cable. There's the USB cable. We'll just turn it off. here and just plug it into the micro. I haven't fired it up for a while, so I'm not sure what the settings are. But we'll give it a go. I reckon 10 minutes and they'll all be down here. So, get it the right way around. Doesn't hurt if your eyesight's a bit rubbish. Right, there you go. I heard the computer detect that. So, turn it back on. Right, we've got the... Let's go to the FT8 settings on the radio. So you go menu, preset, and I've got my own presets in here. Now it should have took it to the correct FT8. Now we know it's 7074. But what we need to do is see if FT8 is going to fire up. So we'll just double click it if I can find it. Hopefully it hasn't deleted itself. There it is. There's the app. So we'll hit that. See if it comes on the screen. Right, so not sure yet. Right. So what we'll do, we'll shrink this down. Here. What we're trying to do is bring in FT8. Click OK. Right, here's our FT8. We'll turn the power down while we just check. Well, we know the SWR is okay. We'll start on 5 watts. So, even I get confused. So, let's give it okay, there's your FT8 receive. We're going to give it a test on I'm going to tune it first by hitting tune here. See if we get any errors. The SWR is good. We need the ALC, so what we'll do, we'll hit the meter, menu number 1, meter. Turn that off a sec. Now we want the ALC not to be too high, but we don't want it to be non-existent, so we want it very low. So let's tune again. There is ALC there, so it's not too bad. We'll just lower it a bit. That doesn't look too bad to me. So let's get the power up to 10. 10 watts power. Let's just check the tune again. Yeah, that all those settings look good. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go into enable TX. So hit here, enable TX, and it will now auto transmit every time this green bar here, every time that green bar goes up. It looks like we don't need the tuner today. Looks like I think the G5RV, when it gets wet, the SWR is rubbish. Right, so we're in transmit mode now. Good SWR. And we can actually do this even if my wife's here, because we're not talking. Hello. So we'll let that run for a while and see how we get on. Okay, that's just gonna end this stream now, and I've had a few contacts on HF, and we've done VHF, UHF. We've been on Hotspots, the Open Spot, FT8. So 7-3, all the best.